You might have learned it from a teacher or a textbook, but that doesn't necessarily make it true. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you were misinformed about in school.
I'm afraid you've been misinformed.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at common lessons, ideas, and concepts most of us learned in school, which have later been revealed to be less than accurate, if not downright false.
These are adorably wrong.
Number 10. The sky is blue because of the ocean, or vice versa.
Why sky are blue? Why trees are green?
Ah yes, the age-old question. Why is the sky blue? According to outdated pop science, your often incorrect know-it-all uncle, and a very rudimentary science course you took at school, it's because of the ocean and the way it reflects the sky. That might be a nice simple answer, but sadly, it's incorrect. Nor is the opposite true. You see, both get their lovely respective blue hues from something called the Rayleigh scattering effect. Essentially, the molecular makeup of both makes it so that short wavelengths of blue light scatter better than the long wavelengths, such as red, yellow, and orange. The end result? The sky and ocean look blue. Number 9. Cursive Matters.
It was cursive writing, all right? All those stupid squiggles and bumps.
Just when you finally became proficient with block letters, they went and threw this curveball at you. Yes, cursive writing, when done well, is beautiful. But why do we spend so much time on it, and why did we need to learn not one but two ways to write by hand? Literacy and the low-tech ability to express oneself in writing are both essential skills. But cursive?
Bunt. B-U-N-T in perfect cursive. Any more brain busters?
It's not like the average person writes physical letters or pens novels by hand anymore. Most of us use it so infrequently, it's hard not to feel that all those hours of practice went to waste.
I don't really even know how to write cursive anymore.
Number 8. Columbus discovered the Earth was round.
What was Christopher Columbus actually looking for when he discovered America?
Typically, the history you're taught is going to be from the perspective of your own country, and that's understandable. However, such nation-centric lessons can lead to some unfortunate biases and less than accurate lessons. Not only had the round Earth theory been around for millennia across various cultures, it was also widely accepted by many in Columbus's own time. The fact is, Columbus never set out to prove the Earth was round, and any such notion received no mention until the 19th century, when Washington Irving wrote Columbus's biography. By the early 20th century, however, this myth was presented as fact.
The Greeks knew it was round, he says. Chaucer knew it was round. Roger Bacon wrote about the curvature of the Earth in the 13th century.
Number 7. Almost everything about Thanksgiving.
And if we look in all the journals and all the history books, there is no reference to stuffing before 1621.
Unfortunately, the Thanksgiving narrative we learn in school is essentially a work of fiction.
Accuracy is so time-consuming. Fiction is the new fact.
The historic first Thanksgiving took place only after countless indigenous people had been killed by European disease. Slavery was also still in practice, and Squanto, the Native American credited with teaching the settlers to farm the land, had previously been enslaved, only returning home after escaping from his captors. Based on the limited account of the first Thanksgiving, the native people showed up by chance and had to go and get more food to join. Meanwhile, in 1637, the first official day of Thanksgiving was to celebrate the successful massacre of some 700 Pequot. Number 6. The tongue is made up of taste sections. Remember those simplified color-coded anatomy charts? Among them was most likely this nifty little diagram, which illustrated how certain areas of your tongue were dedicated to each taste.
Oh, amazing. Each flavor was totally unique.
Sadly, the tongue map is utter nonsense. Originating from a German paper written by David P. Hennick and published in 1901, the theory, which was then grossly oversimplified into the now famous chart, was first presented to the world by Edwin G. Boring in the 1940s. The truth? The tongue is covered in thousands of taste receptors, allowing all 5 tastes, not 4, to register anywhere on the tongue. Number 5. Marijuana is a gateway drug.
I am really disturbed by the whole idea that whether or not something is addictive is a criteria for it being illegal.
In America's decades-long war on drugs, the strategy has often been to treat them with the utmost severity, both in the legal system and in the classroom. From the propaganda films of the 1930s onwards, to Nancy Reagan's Just Say No campaign beginning in the late 80s, the stance on drug education has seemingly always been demonize first, explain never. The issue of marijuana is still debated today, but at least as far as schools taught it, it is incorrect. Yes, most serious drug users smoked marijuana first, but the majority of marijuana users never move on to harder substances. It's a classic case of confusing correlation with causality.
We've reached a final conclusion on item 9. Illegal!
Number 4, the I before E except after C rule.
Okay, champ. I before E except after C. Except when pronounced like A, as in neighbor and way. Really?
Compared to many other languages, English is a particularly challenging one to learn. Why? Well, a lack of clear rules. Due to the long and complicated historical evolution of the language, English is overflowing with half-rules, generalizations, and more than its fair share of exceptions and seemingly odd spelling choices.
Bad grammar overload.
The I before E except after C is simply a mnemonic rule to help students spell words containing either an IE or EI. The problem is, what good is a rule if it has so many exceptions? Species, policies, fancier, financier, we could go on all day. According to a certain British trivia show, there are 923 exceptions.
There are 923 which break that rule.
Number 3, you can't start a sentence with the word because. Because of what, exactly?
Because I said so, that's why.
Kids looking to discredit their parents' response of "because I said so" might wish this particular grammar lesson held water, but unfortunately, no such luck. The idea is that starting a phrase with because can easily result in fragments, and when teaching students to write, what makes for a complete sentence can sometimes be hard to convey.
Because the wind is high, it blows my mind.
It might not make for the prettiest start to a sentence, but as long as that dependent clause is supported by an independent one, you are in the right grammatically speaking. Because of this common school lesson, however, most people avoid it.
Because.
Number 2, you can't rely on Wikipedia for information.
But Wikipedia said he was passionate about rehearsal.
Don't you worry about Wikipedia. We'll change it when we get home. We'll change a lot of things.
When Wikipedia first hit the mainstream, it seemingly became the bane of most teachers' existence. To be fair, the concept is an admittedly troubling one from a traditional academic perspective.
Traditionally, it's rolled. Okay, Wikipedia.
People with no credentials can post information on a subject, and the only people editing or verifying their information are other users. But over the years, it's grown and evolved to the point where many people now consider any Wikipedia page with appropriate citations to be at least an introductory authority on any given subject. It still shouldn't be used as a source in research, but it is undeniably a great place to find information or links to other legitimate sources. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I intend to crown myself.
Then why am I here?
To bless my reign.
We built the pyramid a long time ago to illustrate how much people should eat of the 4 basic food groups.
Sir, we abandoned the pyramid when Michelle Obama got involved.
The pyramid doesn't work. We've already tried it.
3 long, wasted years. Why should the senator take him so long to recognize what the world has already known?
Number 1, they will prepare you for college.
Yeah, college sucks anyways. It's all smart people and none of them are as pretty as me.
As anyone who's gone to university or college will tell you, the transition from high school to higher learning can be quite jarring, and for many undergrads, the pressure proves too much.
College is very fast-paced, so there's more material covered.
According to College Atlas, based on 2014 statistics, roughly 30% of university students drop out after 1 year. High school, up until graduation, provides a relatively regimented system of structure, and university, by contrast, places all academic responsibility squarely at the feet of students. Furthermore, the nature of the work drastically changes. Your hard work, advanced prep courses, and high scores often make little difference. College is simply a different beast.
Well, college is hard work, son, followed by a family, which is even more hard work.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.